Good evening, everyone. This week's podcast is all about anxious dogs and how to reset them in just 4 weeks, because this is something I'm really passionate about, and I have put together a new challenge in order to help you do that. So my name is Dr. Helene. I'm an emergency medicine doctor and also a certified animal aromatherapy specialist, and I love to help people with their anxious dogs calm and enjoy life together. And this is something that I cover in a lot of different lives and podcasts, and my light is doing some really weird things at the moment, but hey. And if you hear purring, I don't know if you can see on the video, Holly cat, here she is. She's sat on my lap digging her claws into my knee, but hey, I think that's how they show love. But anyway, let me tell you a bit about this anxious dog reset, because what we're going to be doing is going from overwhelm to quiet confidence in just 4 weeks. Now, if you've got an anxious dog, you're all too familiar with that familiar knot of anxiety in your stomach, maybe every time you go for a walk, or you dread the sound of a car backfiring or some fireworks or a loud party because you know your dog's going to panic. You might wonder what mess you're going to get when you come back. Maybe they're ripping things apart, or maybe they're pooing and weeing everywhere. And you're not alone, because the hardest part of living with an anxious or reactive dog is this stress cycle. It's their panic causing your stress, and your stress feeding right back. And it's exhausting, it's isolating, and it leaves you feeling a bit helpless. So let's hit the reset button and let me tell you more. So, thank you, Holly. She's just dug her claws right deep into my knee to bounce off onto my desk. But this is not another generic training program. This is actually a complete blueprint designed to address both your dog's overactive nervous system and your own stress as well. And in just 4 weeks, I'm going to give you the exact tools, the plan, and the expert support you need to turn the page. So why this dual approach? Well, because a lot of training only addresses the behavior. And so this is one of the reasons you do need a behaviorist to really delve down deep. But my approach goes even deeper because I use aromatherapy. And what this does is it provides immediate calm with safe essential oil protocols to quickly lower your dog's baseline arousal. And when your dog is less stressed, they can actually learn. And this is a common thing I see and hear from people saying, my dog won't learn. There's no point me doing anything like this because they won't take treats. They won't do this. And that's because they are their emotions and they are too stressed. And when you start using aromatherapy, you can make that change and start getting them to calm down, which means they actually can engage in learning. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at rewiring their brain, and I'm going to explain how to layer behavior modification techniques, which are designed to change your dog's emotional response to triggers rather than just distracting them. And I'm going to explain a bit about how we're going to use this combination of immediate calming protocols and behavior strategy to create a foundation of calm and independence. And this reset is designed as a focused 4-step journey to move you from crisis management to quiet confidence. So week 1 is all about the background, where you're going to learn to decode your dog's subtle stress signals. Maybe that's pacing, licking, or stiffness that you might be missing. And we're going to dive deep into root causes and identify how your own stress may unknowingly add fuel to their anxiety fire. And you're going to leave it knowing exactly what to look for and to get to some of the root causes why your dog is anxious. And you're going to have homework to do. Now, this is all online, and we're going to do 30 minutes where we're going to do training, and then it's going to be a Q&A where we're going to be, I may be asking you questions, or you're asking me questions, and we're going to actually, in a group setting, we're going to really sort of deep dive into what's going on. So this isn't just me doing a training session and then going, right, there you go, see you next week. No, we're actually going to workshop through stuff. And, I'm setting aside 30 minutes and 30 minutes for this Q&A. But if it goes longer, it goes longer. I want to make sure every single person on these live calls gets a chance to get their questions answered and dive deep. And if you can't join the live, there is a replay. And I've purposely made every single live a different day of the week so that there's the greatest chance for people to be able to join live. Now, week 2 covers essential oil safety, sourcing and application fundamentals, so that you can implement my 5-minute calm protocol. This is a very powerful but simple natural technique to quickly and safely lower your dog's baseline arousal, making all future training receptive and effective. Week 3 builds on what has been learnt in week 1 and 2, and here you will master expert techniques for reactivity management, including threshold work and distraction-free focus games, Like, look at that. We're also going to learn how to successfully interrupt and change your dog's emotional state before they lunge or react, leading to stress-free outings. And whether you've got a reactive dog or not, these simple exercises help build your dog's confidence and therefore decrease stress. Now, week 4 is going to continue this theme of confidence, where we focus on the future building confidence for better alone time and preventing separation distress. Now, it doesn't matter. This is going to be useful to you, even if you haven't got a dog with just separation anxiety, because you're going to be learning a high value self-settling space and also a way to decrease stress if you have had a difficult walk or something. And this is going to help also integrate simple owner self-care habits to ensure the entire household maintains a long-term foundation of calm. So who is this for? Well, it's for owners of anxious, reactive or noise-sensitive dogs who are ready to move past overwhelm and invest 4 weeks in a proven structured system. And what I have done is I have made this extremely cost effective, because I do understand that one of the barriers to getting a behaviourist on board is the cost. Now, behaviour work is actually a very in-depth thing. I will have like a 1-hour consultation with someone and then spend a couple of hours writing up a report. And, I do group consultations together. And so the more consultations you buy, it works out cheaper, but you are looking at several £100 for a 4-hour session. For 1-hour sessions, my prices are about £450 to £500, whereas this is the full price is £97. And if you get it quick, you're going to get the early bird special, which is just £47, and that is for a 4-week program. I've tried to make it very, very cost effective for you, so everyone has a chance to help their anxious dog. Now, this challenge is not for you if you want a magic solution without doing any homework. You are going to have to do work, because that's the only way you're going to make changes. But this challenge is for you if you want a clear step-by-step blueprint and dedicated support to finally get results. So if you're ready to hit the reset button, I'm going to link all this in the show notes, how you can get on this solution. And this starts in January. Now, of course, if you're listening to this podcast after January and you're like, I want to do it, I do plan to run these on a regular basis. So do check out my events tab for details of my wait list. Now, if you're ready to join the 4-week Anxious Dog Reset, like I said, pop to my page and I will tell you all about it. Now, if this has been useful for you, please share it to your socials. Please comment below. Let me know what is useful for you. And please hit the subscribe or the follow button so that I can carry on creating more content. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a 5-star review, I'd be very grateful too. If you're ready to get started, just click on that link below. Stay safe, stay well. See you next week. Bye.